you with another video as a part of our series on improving the quality of your sleep. And this is of utmost importance. I want to stress once more how poor sleep habits, which lead to sleep deprivation, can be incredibly harmful. So this is a topic that you don't want to underestimate and you do not want to neglect, because it's so much easier to maintain positive habits and positive outcomes than it is to recover if you let it slip for too long. It might actually end up affecting your mental health in a way more serious way than you can even imagine. And it doesn't take a lot to make some improvements and to tighten things up and to start experiencing the results of that, which are so powerful. There's nothing more powerful than waking up in the day feeling energized, ready to go, ready to face the day, strong. I immediately notice, even if I have just one day where I sleep less than I should, how massively it impacts my life experience the following day as far as productivity and joy and mood. So in the past videos, we've talked about some of the most important things you need to pay attention to, and I invite you to scroll back and look at the past videos so that you don't miss out on previous tips. We've talked about the importance of creating a routine. We've talked about screens and what they do and how you can become more empowered in handling those. We've talked about food and the impact that food has on your sleep patterns and how you can make some improvements there. Today I'm going to spend just a few minutes talking about drinks, which is quite obvious in some respects, but not necessarily in some others. So of course, we are all aware and present with the fact that caffeinated drinks have a negative impact on our sleep. And some people can get away with more than others. So in some respect, it's a little bit of a personal one. You kind of need to figure out what the boundaries are for you that you shouldn't cross in order not to impact your sleep. So I only drink one coffee a day, which is caffeinated, and I make sure that that's in the morning, because I will have the full day to burn out that caffeine and to let it come out of my system, so that by the time it's evening time, it won't affect me. Now, if I have a second coffee, I'll make it a decaf. And the only other caffeinated drink that I have through the day is green tea, which does have caffeine, and some people are more sensitive to it than others. But green tea has so many more health benefits to it in terms of antioxidants and incredible powers, that all of those counteract the slight stimulation that you get from the far healthier, by the way, caffeine present in green tea. So I am actually able to drink that into the late afternoon without any problem, without it affecting my sleep. You need to check in with yourself and see what works for you. But of course, coffee is the prime offender. And that's really an area where you can immediately start seeing improvements. Even if you just stop having coffee in the afternoons, if you're one of those people who drinks coffee all day long into the late afternoon, perhaps consider just switching and changing your afternoon drinks for non-caffeinated teas, such as rooibos tea, herbal teas. You can have this orzo drink, which is like a powdered orzo drink that really kind of behaves and kind of smells a little bit kind of like coffee. It's like made from toasted barley that is then ground. There's a lot of alternatives out there. Or maybe you just start by having decaf in the afternoon, and that will already lighten up the load on your nervous system. The other thing that I want to touch on very quickly is alcohol. Alcohol is a double-edged sword, because it gives you the impact and it gives you the impression that it's allowing you to relax and fall asleep. However, it is not conducive to good quality of sleep, and it will massively impact how you feel, your energy level, and your vibrancy the following morning. And so it's very tempting to build the habit of having an alcoholic drink in the evening, because it literally it numbs and shuts down your nervous system in a very abrupt way. And so you might feel, oh, if I have a drink, I'll be able to fall asleep more easily. And you will be able to fall asleep more easily. But the quality of your sleep will not necessarily be particularly healthy. And you will feel it the following morning. So I wouldn't rely on that habit for sleep management. The way alcohol works is a little bit like when you have a computer and you press the power off button with all the applications still on. So kind of you're force shutting your computer. That's what alcohol does to your nervous system, is force shuts it down. But it means that when you try and reboot the computer, it's going to take twice as long than if you'd taken the time to shut down the applications, to turn it off properly, you know. So just be aware of that, and see what you can do and how you can improve things. And yes, stay tuned for another video coming your way where we'll delve deep into another tip to improve your sleep and therefore the quality of your life and your productivity. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you make of it. Feel free to share any comments, feel free to share any feedback, feel free to share any questions. You know where to find me, and I'll catch you very soon. Ciao for now.